My father grabbed me and threw me on the ground.
Do you really believe that he baby?
Yes, I do.
The worst thing you could say to me.
Did she fake her pregnancy?
First time I saw my daughter in a sonogram.
Actually, that wasn't your sonogram at all.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Watch Party. In this episode, we have a woman who potentially faked her pregnancy, faked a miscarriage, faked a sonogram, maybe faked all her friends, faked a whole life, faked relationships, all with the purpose of framing her father for... Is this a desperate cry for attention, or is she a master manipulator out to destroy her own family? This is Tippy Morgan. You be the judge.
What's going on here, in your opinion? If in fact she is lying and she was never pregnant, why would she be doing this?
Attention.
Well, here's the problem with that. I mean, eventually you either have to come up with a baby or not. So you're going to hit a wall on your story, right?
Which is what I think she did.
That's when she said you attacked her and killed her baby.
And she'd quit school just prior to this because she was being questioned at school.
Right. You don't think she was ever pregnant?
No, there's no chance
question
she was
about
ever
it.
pregnant, no.
Okay, why do you say that?
Because she lies about everything. The doctors have said she was never pregnant, that she faked all of this. She had all these fake pictures on Facebook. There was nothing. There's no way to prove.
And you all confronted her with that, correct?
Right.
Repeatedly.
And what does she say?
We're all
Everybody's
liars.
wrong
The
but
doctors
her.
are wrong.
Has she ever said anything to you that indicates she had any insight or confession that she was lying? Do you
No.
think she believes what she's saying when she says it?
Sometimes, yeah. But sometimes I think that she's just doing it for more of the story.
For what?
For more of a story, for drama, to make her life seem more interesting.
What will she say when I ask her? She's going to join us here in a minute, and I'm going to say, what's the deal here? Were you pregnant? Were you not? What's happening? What's she going to say to me?
She's going to say she was pregnant.
She'll stick with that story
No matter what.
yet today. Has she been?
Not that I'm aware of.
Do you believe she was
Not recently, no. No.
in the van?
No.
You don't believe that story?
No.
I've never
No,
heard
I've
that
never
story.
heard of that until a few
We
days
just-
ago.
You just heard that just recently?
Yeah.
You just heard it recently? Or?
Yes.
Okay. Was she molested when she was younger?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you've confirmed that, so that's
Yes.
not her story. That's something that you know to be true.
Yes.
Now, you haven't talked to her in 3 months?
Correct.
Why not?
Because talking to Cassie causes more drama and turmoil, and it's just not worth the fight.
Yeah.
There's nothing I say is going to change what Cassie believes in her own head.
So, are you afraid she's going to accuse you of things?
She's accused me of the worst things she could possibly accuse me of already.
Her baby?
Yes.
Was there a fight? Was there an altercation?
I went to the house to express extension. I was taking her to the hospital. I'd already talked to the hospital. I got there. She knew she was going. She took off running from me. I chased her down and drug her back around the front of the house while she was screaming and kicking and fighting and trying to hit me. And I held her in place and had them call the police and had the police take her to the hospital.
So your actions were restraint
Yes.
until the authorities could transport her
Yes.
to the hospital. All right. Well, I think we should have her join us. So I want Cassie to come on out. Hi, Cassie.
Hello.
Dr. Phil, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Have a seat if you would. There are some issues here about whether you were pregnant or whether you weren't, but to me the bigger issue is this family relationship and how you fit into it and how everybody's getting along here. Because that's important to me, because I think family's important. So I want to talk about all of that stuff. What's your relationship with your father right now?
I don't have a relationship with him.
Do you want one?
I'm not sure at this time.
Yeah. Why do you not have a relationship with him?
Because he kept telling my grandparents to kick me out constantly. And I just can't handle a relationship with him.
Okay. And what's your relationship with your sister?
I haven't spoke to my sister in over a year.
In over a year?
Yes.
Why not?
We just lost touch of communication.
We've talked to you and asked you a lot of questions, and you were very straightforward with us. You answered everything we asked you. Thank you very much. And one of the things you told us is that you were 7 months pregnant
Yes.
and that you were attacked by your father,
Yes.
who, in your words, your baby.
Correct.
Correct? It was interesting when I asked you a minute ago, I said, why do you not have a relationship with your father? You didn't mention that he had murdered your child. You mentioned that he was bad-mouthing you to your grandparents. In a pecking order, I would think child murder would come ahead of bad-mouthing me to my grandparents.
Yes, it does.
Do
but
you...
That's just something that's automatic. I figured it was already
Understood.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Who's the father?
An ex-boyfriend of mine.
Did he know you were pregnant?
Yes, he did.
So you told him. He knew about
Yes.
it. Was he going to step up and be a father?
Yes, he was.
And how did he feel when the baby was lost?
He was very upset and hurt about it.
How did you find out you were pregnant?
I took multiple pregnancy tests.
How many did you take? You took a lot, right?
I took a total of 7,
7 across what period of time?
approximately 2 months.
Okay. And the first one was positive, right?
Correct.
Okay. If you were pregnant and you knew you were pregnant, why did you take 6 more tests?
Because I didn't want to believe the first test.
Yeah. And you believed her at first, correct?
Yes.
And what was your reaction?
Shock.
Yeah. What was your reaction? Did you believe her at first?
Yeah, I believed her at first, for the first few months.
As long as a few months.
Yeah.
Why did you start to not believe her?
Because that's when I was told that she wasn't pregnant any longer, and they'd talked to doctors, and all the doctors said she wasn't pregnant.
You say you gained 20 or 30 pounds during the pregnancy?
Yes, I did.
Is that correct?
Probably.
So you put some weight on.
Yes, I did.
And when you went to the doctor, they confirmed the pregnancy.
Correct.
And did they put you on prenatal vitamins and that sort of thing?
They told me I could take the over-the-counter prenatal vitamins if I felt it was necessary.
Did you?
Later on, I started taking some.
When you went to the doctor, you were there in March, at which point you would have been how far along? 15 weeks, I think.
Yes.
Why'd you wait so long to go to the doctor? 15 weeks that's second trimester.
Yes, I was still trying to figure out what doctor I wanted to go to.
Yeah. Well, we were provided records from this doctor visit on March 7th at 15 weeks, and they were pretty clear. They did an examination and a sonogram, and it says in the records it was noted that the sonogram was done and there was 0 fetus noted in the uterus. They said there was 0 fetus was revealed, certainly not a 15-week fetus, and that all this information was relayed to you, the patient.
It's not true.
Well, it is true, because it was written down contemporaneous with the examination, where it says that the sonogram was done and it showed the presence of no fetus of any size whatsoever, and that was explained to you in detail.
It's not true.
I'm sorry?
That's not true.
Which part of it's not true?
I was pregnant.
Let's see if we can come up with what we can agree on. Was this your doctor?
Yes.
And did you go there on March 7th?
I'm not sure the date as to when I went there.
Well, it was March 7th was the day that you filled the paperwork out. And you mentioned that your last period had been approximately November 11th previously, and you calculated up that you were therefore 15 weeks pregnant and that you had a due date of August 28th.
That's what they calculated.
This is all on intake. And then on this page, they started the actual examination. And they got your weight, they got your blood pressure, they got your temperature, they got all of the stuff that they normally get. And then they took you into an exam room and did a sonogram.
Okay, so right off the bat, I don't believe her. She's saying that the reason she dislikes her father is because bad-mouthing her, and I'm with Dr. Phil. Girl, why wouldn't you lead with the child that allegedly took place? She says she assumes that would be assumed, but she didn't want him bad-mouthing her to be left up to assumption. Interesting. One thing's for sure, I definitely know there's more to this story, because remember, she's not just faking a pregnancy, she's faking an entire life with friends and partners and relationships and activities. So let's get into that.
Correct? You remember that?
Yes.
And then they wrote down sono, that's their shorthand for sonogram. Sono revealed 0 fetus, certainly not 15-week fetus. It's written down with some other information here on these contemporaneous records. Do you recall all that?
I recall that they took me to the exam room to have a sonogram done.
And you recall them putting the gel on and doing all the stuff?
Yes.
Okay, so we agree on all that. All we disagree on is what they said. You said they told you and showed you the fetus, right?
Yes.
And you actually took a sonogram report and picture and put it up on your Facebook.
Correct.
Right. Where did you get that sonogram picture?
From them.
Well, actually, there was research done on that sonogram picture, and it came from an article
No, that came from what they gave me.
with a California doctor that was doing a demonstration. That wasn't your sonogram at all.
That's not true.
Where did you get that picture?
They gave me the picture of my daughter.
Cassie says she was living with her grandmother while she was pregnant. Her grandmother, Cheryl, says she took Cassie to some of her doctor's appointments, and Cheryl's going to join us by phone now. Cheryl, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
I've got one goal here, and that is to try and get everybody in touch with reality and see if we can heal this family and bring everybody back together. Tell us what you'd like to add.
Well, I'd like to add that I love my granddaughter very much, but just about everything she has said is not the truth. She wouldn't let me go in the exam room with her or even talk to the doctor. So I called the doctor a few days later because Cassie came out and told me they'd seen the baby and all this. So I called the doctor and talked to her, and she told me, no, Cassie was never pregnant. And she also went to the Women's Crisis or Pregnancy Center. They did a test. They said she was not pregnant. The Methodist Hospital did one. They said she was not pregnant. So Cassie was never pregnant. I asked her if she lost the baby, where is the baby? And she couldn't tell me.
Okay.
And her dad did not hit her or anything. It would rain that night, and she did slip and fall in the grass, and he pulled her for about 5 feet. And we called the police, and they came, and they told Todd that he sure didn't look like he'd been in a scuffle. Told both of them because there was no marks. And the police did not take her to the hospital. She did not go to the hospital at all that night.
Where did she go?
She stayed here.
That's not accurate. I went into the hospital on June 2nd, the day that I lost my daughter.
Cassie, the day you and your dad, when the police came,
That was on
you
June
did not
2nd.
go.
That is on June 2nd. Yes, I did.
Okay. Well, let me ask you a few things. Cheryl, let me interrupt you for a minute because I like to see anytime people have a disagreement, I try to narrow down the disagreement by seeing what it is we can agree about, and then that way you only have a few things left to solve. So, Cassie, can we agree that you had a sonogram done at your doctor's?
Yes.
And then did you go to the crisis center?
I went to the Women's Pregnancy Center before then, and they recommended me going to that doctor.
Okay, and did they do a pregnancy test there?
Yes, they did.
Did they do a sonogram?
No.
Okay, and so then did you also go to the hospital?
On June 2nd.
And did they test you?
Yes, they did.
Pregnancy, okay. So we can agree that you went to your doctor, that you went to the women's clinic, and then you went to the hospital and you were tested for pregnancy in all three of those places?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what we disagree with is you say that they all three said you were pregnant,
Correct.
and they say that they all said you were not pregnant. Okay, so how is it that we're so off on what actually took place?
Not sure.
Here's what I think. I think that you very much wanted to be pregnant.
No, I didn't.
And I think sometimes young girls feel like if they have a child, that they'll have somebody that really loves them and makes them feel really special and has a unique relationship with them. And I think if that's a child that has not had a real happy and smooth time, that can seem like a really important solution. And I think that you had some very rough treatment at a younger age, and I'm very sorry for that, by the way, what was done to you younger. I think it's just terrible, and I'm sorry that happened to you, and it's not fair. But I think you wanted this to be the case. I think you wanted to feel really special, and so I think you really committed to it, and now I don't think you have a face-saving way out of it. I don't want you to be embarrassed. I just want you to say, look, I'm confused and I need some help. That's all. I don't want to embarrass you. I don't want to attack you. I don't want to be ugly with you in any way. I want you to be happy and healthy and have a wonderful, vibrant life and have a really good time in this world. But you can't do that if you don't get completely honest. You have to be authentic and you have to be honest.
I am being honest.
And do you really believe you were pregnant?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and I can understand how you could believe you were pregnant. But I don't think that I understand how you can believe that the doctor told you one thing when we know they wrote down something else. Not in one place, not in two places, But in 3 places, the records all reflect no pregnancy, patient advised. This means they did a test, no pregnancy, and advised the patient, you, that that wasn't the case. And if you heard something different, then that makes me think that you're not hearing right, that you're distorting reality. I want to help you. I want you to have a good relationship with your father. I want you to have a good relationship with your sister. But to do that, you've got to be honest with yourself and with me.
I am being honest.
But to say that you were pregnant when not 1, but 2, but 3 places tested you and said you weren't. And even if you say they told you you were, you recognize now that in these records, they're writing down here, sono, 0 fetus indicated. Okay? And then back here in the notes, sono revealed 0 fetus. Certainly not 15 weeks. And it says all information given to patient. So 0 fetus, certainly not 15 weeks, patient was briefed. So are you saying they wrote this down while telling you that you had a daughter on the way?
He told me that I was pregnant.
Even though they wrote this down. Do you see how that would be difficult for someone like me that just comes in after the fact to believe? You know, what am I to think? Because they wrote down one thing and you say they told you something else, and then we know that you put a sonogram picture up on your Facebook that's part of a instructional course on the internet. We found it. We found it. It's there.
Okay, well, that's what they gave me.
So you're saying if that was not your sonogram, it's because they gave you someone else's.
That's what they gave me.
So they must have gotten it somewhere else, if it's not yours, is what you're saying. Okay. Cassie's family says that her pregnancy isn't the only thing that she lies about, and they do think she's lying. We're going to find out about more of this when we come back.
Y'all, I'm about to lose it over here. Usually when a fake pregnant person gets to this point on this show, this is when they'd be owning up to it, admitting that they lied. I've watched many episodes like this, and this is the first time I think I've seen someone just aggressively stick to this story. You know, grandma was asking, if you lost the baby, where's the baby? Yeah, she probably lost it at the grocery store or something. You know, you go to the store, you put the baby down, you pick up a Christmas ham. Uh-oh, accident. I don't know.
What do you think as you watch what's happening here?
It hurts. She says, like, baby. What's the worst thing you could say to me? I've done everything in the world for you I can, and this is what you do to me.
Do you really believe that he baby?
Yes, I do.
Do you believe he meant to?
He kept telling me that I wasn't pregnant and I was lying.
Do you believe that your father loves you?
Actually, no.
Does it bother you that your father is in pain?
No.
You don't care? If what you're saying is a lie or a mistake, would you be sorry that you're causing him pain?
No.
You don't care that you're causing him pain? Why do you not care?
Because of all the things he has done.
What has he done to you?
He's told me repeatedly that I need to, like, everything I've done, he's not proud of me for.
Right. Is this your way of getting even with him?
No. I gave up on caring for him.
Why do you think he's here today?
I don't know.
Was he around when you miscarried at the hospital?
No.
Did when you miscarried at the hospital, did they give you an option of what you wanted to do with the fetus?
No.
They didn't.
No.
They didn't ask you if you wanted to have a funeral or a service or anything?
No.
What did they do with the fetus?
I'm not sure.
So you don't know. You don't know if they disposed of it or you have no idea what they did with it?
No.
You understand if a hospital did that, they would be in really serious trouble. if they did that.
Okay.
So if I were you, and I believe that they had unceremoniously disposed of a 7-month fetus, wow, I'd be really upset about that. Did you ever ask them what they did?
They told me that she was gone, and it would be better for me to just try to move on with my life.
How is your life otherwise,
I'm
aside from this?
doing well in my life.
Who do you live with?
Myself.
You live by yourself?
Yes, I do.
How do you get by financially?
I work full time.
You around people a lot?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. You get along well?
Yes, I do.
Now, your family believes that you have created multiple Facebook pages and actually made up a friend by the name of Courtney that doesn't really exist. Take a look.
Cassie has created multiple Facebook accounts.
She's got one for Cassie Noel. She's got one for Cass, and then she has one for Lily Elizabeth, this baby that never existed.
I have 3 Facebook pages. My page and Lily's page, and I have an old profile that's still activated. I created a Facebook page in remembrance of Lily. I post on there that I miss her and that I wish she could be here.
Your life was taken before it began, and now you're an angel in heaven.
She's created this friend, Courtney Neal, that doesn't exist. She carries on conversations between just these 4 accounts. I feel like she's lonely and she doesn't know how to ask for help. She's trying to talk to herself to try to figure out what's wrong with her through 4 different people. It's all her.
Courtney is an alternate ego to Cassie. She is a figment of Cassie's imagination.
Courtney's one of my best friends. We've known each other since 7th grade.
No one else has ever met Courtney, and all of Courtney's pictures are of Cassie.
Cassie has this whole life built for Courtney, the life Cassie wishes she had. She's married. She's got a daughter named Maggie, and they have their own house. They're living this great life that Cassie has dreamed up. Courtney is not a real person.
Is that true?
No, it is not.
We asked you if you could give us information to get in touch with
Yes,
Courtney.
I gave you guys a phone number.
But the phone number doesn't exist.
That's
It's
the number.
disconnected.
Okay, then I have no way for you guys to get a hold of her. That's the number I have for her.
Have you made up Facebook pages for people that don't exist?
No.
Because you believe that she has, correct?
Yes.
And
Yeah, absolutely.
why do you say absolutely?
She just talks back and forth with Courtney, and now she has a Facebook for Courtney's husband too. I just saw that a couple days ago. And then she has a fake Facebook for her baby. And Courtney's the only one who supports Cassie besides another of her friends. And Courtney is always the one who's always defending Cassie. And whatever Cassie says, Courtney says the exact same thing. They're the only 2 who have ever seen each other. No one else has ever seen Courtney.
That's not true.
What could happen that would help you heal this relationship with your father and your sister?
I don't want to heal a relationship with them.
You're not interested
Nope.
at all? Is that painful to you to not have that
Nope.
connection? Huh? Pardon?
No.
It's not? If you believe that you lost this baby, have you been in mourning for that?
Yes, I have.
And how's that going?
It's all right.
If I were to offer you some professional help, just privately, to help you get past your anger towards these folks and to help you sort out all of your thinking, just as our gift to you, which we do with anyone that comes here, would you avail yourself of that? Would you do that?
I won't get over my anger towards them.
Well, but if you could find some more peace, if I got you some professional help to just help you be more peaceful about the loss that you believe took place, the absence of your family members and all, would that be something you would take advantage of if I offered it to you?
Possibly.
Because you don't seem very happy, and I don't want that to be the case. I'd like to help you with that if you would let me.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Is there anything you want to say to your sister before we finish here?
I think that she needs to come to grips with reality and realize that nothing ever happened the way she says it happened. And that she needs to realize she's going to lose everyone if she keeps lying about everything and keeps coming up with these crazy stories and exaggerating the truth. And I think that she needs to realize that everyone cares about her, but we can't deal with all the craziness and all the drama that she's created.
Is there anything you want to say?
I love you, Cassie. I just want you back. You've been with me forever. You've always been my little girl. Stop this.
Nope.
Nothing you want to say? Okay. Do you think I believe you were pregnant?
Really, I don't care what anyone thinks. I know the truth, and my friends know the truth.
Well, I want you to know, real straight up, that I don't believe you for a second. But I think you may believe it. And I'm not mad at you about it. I'm not judging you for it. I just want to help you kind of get at peace with yourself about it. And it's okay. And, you know, I would like it if you would tell me you know you weren't pregnant. But you're not going to do that, are you?
I know for a fact I was.
Okay. I get that. And I'm going to speak to your father and your sister for just a minute, just privately, so I'm going to excuse you, and then we'll talk with you backstage in just a few minutes, okay? And I thank you for coming out here and being willing to be here. I've been doing a lot of things as I was sitting here talking to her, and I asked a lot of things for my benefit that probably didn't make a lot of sense to y'all, but I can tell you that there's a better than even chance that she has now convinced herself that this all took place, and meaning that you could put her on a polygraph and she'd flatline it. So the point is that sometimes people create a delusional system, and at first it's a fantasy, it's a story they tell, it's drama, as you say. People that lie so much and create these fantasies generally do it because they're really dissatisfied with their life. That's why they embellish everything. It's like, God, my life is boring. You know, I'm dull. Nobody likes me. I don't like the way I look. I don't like the way I sound. I don't like what I do day in and day out. So I need to embellish it. You know, it's like, you know, I'm a secret agent, or I'm this, or I'm that. And they play these roles for a period of time, and it gives them from escape from the doldrums of their life. But then they get so much into character, becoming method actors, that they begin to actually believe it. And they begin to emote as though those things had happened. And I think there's a fair chance that she now actually believes this, because her comfort zone is to fight.
Yes.
Which is why I chose not to fight with her. You saw I was gentle in my confrontation with her. I did use facts to confront her, and she is steadfast. You got to give her that. She's committed.
She is.
I mean, it's you that's a mark of a good liar. You got to commit. And you got to stay with it. And she has, to the point that I think she may actually believe this at this point. And the problem is they get in so deep, there's no face-saving way out. I mean, how do you create all of this and then say, never mind? There's no face-saving way out. There's no way to get out of it without just totally annihilating yourself. And so you paint yourself into a corner, and I believe that's where she is at this point. Now, what I am going to do is arrange for her to have a female counselor that can meet with her and work with her, and probably not confront this in the first 5 minutes, but try to get her in a safe, protected environment to begin to examine some of these things that she may now be diluted into thinking are true. And you have to be patient with that for a period of time, and we'll provide that. That's just our gift to her and to y'all. And see if we can turn some of that around. If she fails to do that, then I think we have to consider some more aggressive interventions that involve perhaps involuntary sort of treatment. But it's so much better if we can convince her to go versus compel her to go.
Right.
But I'm going to start that right away, and then we'll see how that goes. I think you've done the very right thing in bringing her here. I get it. I get everything that's going on. I know the kind of resources to bring to bear. Give me a chance to work on this, and we'll see what happens.
Thank you.
Fair enough? All right, we'll be right back.
In this episode, we have Cassie, who claims that she was pregnant and had a miscarriage due to her father physically assaulting her. But her dad, Todd, and her sister, Patience, say that's not true. She was never pregnant at all, that she's a pathological liar, and that she's also fabricating an entire life with friends who don't exist and creating Facebook pages for them and their husbands and this fake baby. It seems like the evidence shows that she's lying, that she was never pregnant, and the entire thing is just sad. I'm trying to understand exactly why she hates her father so much, because she really despises him, and it seems like there's a lot of pain behind it. And I'm just wondering, is there a valid reason? Are there multiple valid reasons for that in their history? Or is that part of her delusion as well? Because when asked, why do you feel this way about your father, she kept saying things like he didn't believe her or he wasn't proud of her, which doesn't seem like a big deal, like to this extent, you know. And I guess her sister is just tired of this, and I would be too, honestly. I'm still trying to figure out if she is intentionally lying right now or if she has actually bought into this delusion, because I honestly can't tell. Either way, it definitely seems like a very sad situation, and she seems very unhappy. And I really hope that she does accept Dr. Phil's help and that she's able to make some changes in her life. But what did you guys think about this episode? What do you think about Cassie and her fake pregnancy? I mean, like, she really went all in. You know, if she genuinely believed that this pregnancy was real, why would she have to go through the effort of getting a fake sonogram? I mean, she should be sitting there saying, like, where's my sonogram? It was given to me, and then there would be no sonogram. But she actually went through the effort of going on the internet and getting a fake one and presenting it as real and like faking these documents. So she clearly knew what she was doing. It was very intentional. What do you think about her allegations against her father? Do you think her father has ever assaulted her? Do you think her father has done anything else in the past that could warrant this type of vengeance? What do you think about her relationship with her sister? She hasn't seen her sister in a year, and I don't know whose choice that is, probably the sister's. She just seems to be completely alone, isolated in this fake bubble with fake friends that she fake talks to on the internet. You guys let me know what you think about this, and if you have any personal experience with this type of delusion and web of lies, let me know. Drop it in the comments.